Good evening, and welcome to the St. Petersburg By Night podcasting network. Tonight, we present to you our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle, Mementos.
Welcome to another St. Pete by Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the St. Pete by Night YouTube channel where we play St. Petersburg by Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Nikki, aka Crafty Mirage, and you can find me on all social media at Crafty Mirage, and I am one of the storytellers here at St. Pete by Night. Make sure to check out St. Pete by Night on all major social media platforms. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch, but you should check us out on our website, stpetebynight.com, where we have our city map, storyteller profiles, our threat meter, as well as link to all of our podcasts so you can listen to us in an audible form. If you aren't already a subscriber here on YouTube, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, come and join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community, where we're having more stories show up every single day. Today we are playing Mementos, our Camarilla Chronicle here on St. Pete by Night. Let's introduce our players.
Hello, my name is Lilith. I play Leaf, the completely confused Lasombra.
Hi. Hello? Oh, yeah. Hi, I am Wax. I play Emeric Vale, the highly suspicious of certain people, Tremere.
Hello, I'm Rowe. I play Shaun Allen, the neighborhood nerdy Nosferatu.
Hi, my name is Panshi, and I play the other Nosferatu, Wally Sims.
Hey, I'm Lisha, and I play Parker, the recently murderous Bruma.
In our last session, our coterie members split apart for very briefly, not even 2 hours, to get some tasks that they needed to get done accomplished. Leaf and Shaun went to De Noche, the nightclub in the neutral zone run by Carmen Alvarez, to inform her of some developments, to get an idea of her desire of the journal, and then to also apparently have a drunk dance party with her. She let them know that she was now no longer interested in the journal, and that an easy way for them to repay the boon was to get a hard drive, an external hard drive that the handmaidens seemed to have acquired during their theft of Isabel's belongings. While that was happening, Wally, Emeric, and Parker got to work on making a forgery for the FBI, and Emeric and Wally also went ahead and shadily made some copies of the real journal to put within Wally's laptop. When they finished making the forgery, they started to leave the coterie haven, only to find that the tires of all the vehicles had been slashed. They started walking, called a Bat's taxi to pick them up, only to find that they were being intercepted by shadows that seemed to be in the shape of a person but held no real corporeal form. They moved over to the beach where there were less people to find themselves confronted with Vera, the handmaiden of Prince Isabel de Navarra, and an unfamiliar La Sombra whose face they could not catch. The handmaiden wished to take the FBI agent Oscar that Emeric had recently ghouled. And to prevent that from happening, Parker went ahead and snapped Oscar's neck to ensure that the handmaiden and this strange La Sombra could not have access to the dangerous asset that was a Second Inquisition agent. Shaun and Leaf had driven back quickly after being alerted to the danger the coterie was in. Shaun having gotten into a little bit of a fender bender on the way there that resulted in a young family being hospitalized. But they managed to intercept the coterie at the beach and drive off with them in safety. Now we are driving to the Fine Arts Museum, where they plan to deliver the journal that belonged to Dr. Lake to Prince Carmine. You're all speeding. The van is very much looks like it's been in an accident, though it is still drivable. And the scene is yours.
Care to tell me what the hell happened back there?
Your guess is as good as ours. But apparently we have a new friend, I guess, and not a ghoul anymore.
Vera, one of the handmaidens, has apparently made friends with a group of La Sombra, and they tried to kill us. Also, Parker murdered our contact at the SI, so there's that.
I mean, in all fairness, I sort of agree with her.
Based on what?
You were down. We had no way of preventing her to getting him.
Never mind. We'll work on that later, I suppose. There's a lot of other ways to make somebody lose their focus. But either way, it's not important. Right now, what is important is getting this book in the right hands. And then tracking down Vera. I think I can track her down, but we might need reinforcements. Anyone have any ideas on who we can call in to help with this particular situation?
Do you at least have Oscar's stuff for like check-in?
Yes, but that could get real sketchy if they actually have his body. We don't know. But yes, cell phone I still have, and his badge, I guess.
Do we still have his laptop?
We never had his laptop.
Fuck. So how was it in the club?
Apparently it was quiet.
Apparently it was not useful then.
It went better than expected, and we have full permission to give the journal to the prince.
We weren't seeking permission, but sure.
I mean, I explicitly said that I was going to talk to Carmen to make sure that it would be okay.
We explicitly said we weren't going to give it to her. We all agreed to that. So if you were trying, it doesn't matter.
So
No.
Jess doesn't want the book anymore. It was just, why didn't she tell us before all this shit happened then?
Probably because she's an incredibly busy person that has a lot of shit on her plate right now, just like we do. So.
I don't buy that.
Well, then by all means go ask her yourself.
Go back to my question. Are we going to get this Vera and actually finish this job? I can track her. I'm fairly certain of it. But we need more bodies, because there's a lot of shadowy tentacles, apparently.
Yes, which has me very deeply concerned and suspicious of why my clan is even involved with something like this.
Did you know that person?
I have no idea who any of those people are, and I was sent here to help the prince, not side with the handmaidens. So it was no one that I know.
As for bodies, Parker, do you have any idea your clan is more of a fighting type than ours?
Pick up Scott, I suppose. Well, Scott's here, isn't he?
Scott is in the car with you guys. He's actually sitting next to Parker and is kind of just like keeping an eye on her. In fact, Parker, how's Parker feeling right now? Now that everything's kind of calmed down and you are relatively safe.
Parker is quiet. She's just staring out the window of the van. It's like she's not hearing anything anyone is saying. And from the look on her face, it looks like she might be hyperventilating if she actually had to breathe.
Is it safe to say Parker has that look? Like the traumatized look?
Go ahead and give me a wits and insight, Shaun.
I mean, he's military. He would be familiar with the 1,000-yard stare, right?
Yeah. Go. We don't have the dice the dice channel anymore, so go ahead and do it in the beta chat for dice rolls.
Because of military, do I get any bonus?
It's going to significantly lower your difficulty because of your familiarity with it.
I doubt that helps. Got a 1 success out of 2.
Okay, 1 success. All right. So you're it's Shaun, you're looking at Parker through the rearview mirror. And you can tell that she's off. Like Parker's normally quiet anyway, but she seems distracted. You don't know what exactly went down on the beach, but whatever did go down, it's troubled her in some way. You're just not without the details, you're just not sure how it's troubled her.
All right, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
So Scott will glance at Parker and give her a little bit of a reassuring squeeze on the shoulder. You did good, kid.
Thank you.
I know it's not easy, but that was the right call.
But I killed.
Yeah. You did. And I know this isn't easy to hear, but it's not going to be the first time you do it.
Probably
And
not
you-
the last.
And you also probably saved him in doing so, at least from a hell of a lot of suffering. It really was the right call, Parker.
So we're all on team just kill people because they're inconvenient. Cool. Just making sure. we're all
Oh,
on the same
don't
page.
start that shit right
That's what
now.
you're all saying. That's what you're saying. I'm just making sure that we're all very
Hey.
clear on how we're approaching things moving
Wally
Emeric,
said
was
this
not-
right out.
He was not inconvenient. The
He was
situation
inconvenient.
called
The
for
situation was
either we hand it over or not. You were down.
Then
We-
fix the problem. You don't kill the people.
Okay,
but
next time we're torturing you and running away.
you could have torpered her. Just a thing.
How?
Or
We are not fighting. We're not fighting.
there
her.
are any number
Look
of
at me
ways
and tell
to
me I need
make
to
her
torture
do some
someone.
work.
How many Lasombra were there?
One.
There were 3.
3. Jesus, I saw one.
What
Mm,
all
spot
were they
liquid.
doing? What all were they doing?
Tentacles.
Nothing at the moment until the snapped neck. Then they started doing things.
We were not in a position of fighting at all.
Parker, you made the right choice. Just
I-
because Emeric's upset about it doesn't mean
I mean, I
That
don't
you
know.
I just want to
Right,
make sure that
right.
as a group we're all on the same page. If people are inconvenient, our first move is to kill them.
It wasn't that Oscar was inconvenient, Emeric. It's that we were no way capable of dealing with Vera and whoever the hell that was with the numbers we had. Shaun is one of our fighters. Leaf is also one of the fighters. Parker is just getting started. Wally is very open about how he is not a fighter. We don't know what Vera was capable of, but that Lasombra was doing some shit that was making even me nervous. And I'm not unfamiliar with a scrap.
All right,
Out of
from what
character,
I've
there was
gathered,
3 of them, yes, or there was 1 of them.
from what I've gathered, I would have done the same thing in Parker's shoes. Now, Emeric, can we fucking drop that right now? We don't. Need
I'm
to
not.
be arguing.
I am not arguing with anybody. I am simply asking for clarity.
What?
If you all seem to be very clear that if somebody human at least, is inconvenient, we kill them. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
it wasn't an inconvenience from the sounds of things. It sounded like it was either they get a fucking SI agent and do whatever the fuck they wanted with him, or you guys take out any chance of them being able to do so.
Then clarify for me, if you will. What is the threshold we kill people as a group?
If we cannot get out of the situation and the person is the only bargain chip, we take out the bargain chip and get the fuck out. That's the threshold. Can
Then
it
we're
be
all on
that
the
way?
same page. We're all on the same page. If they're
Nice.
inconvenient, we kill them. That's
Yes,
fine.
we killed them.
Just
Jesus
making
fucking
sure we're on the
Christ.
same page. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is what we're saying is the right approach. This is what we're saying is the right approach.
I
killed
just
him.
feel like the inconvenience part is not the right word for this situation.
You can disagree with my phrasing all you want.
Parker, what's up?
Killed him because he was too dangerous to let anyone else have.
I agree. We don't know what resources Oscar had access to. And Toreador are very persuasive. Very manipulative.
Although now,
Did anybody get affected by the handmaiden? Wally, you said
Yes.
Emeric was down. What exactly happened there? Take us through it.
seduced them, sorta. They did the mental thing. Lenny was all I think she was either wanting him staked or her. I think she was about to stake him. Lenny, correct me if I'm wrong.
I
We were
assumed
supposed
she
to
was about
stake
to stake the
Emeric
handmaiden.
and run away because we needed to get out. And the maiden was being like, "Hey, Emeric, do you want to come to me?" And you're the
Yeah, and I broke free of
bitchy
her.
thing.
And I broke free of her control.
After,
At the same time, if somebody had been a little more patient, we could have had some other options.
we
But
had to hold you back.
it
You were
doesn't
on your
matter.
way to-
I broke free.
Lanny is looking sheepishly looking at her down at her lap, not really commenting at the question of she was going not really wanting to clarify on whether she was going to stake Emeric or the handmaiden.
I think I'm right.
It can. Would that be like an insight check to see if Leaf can recognize that she was definitely going to stake Emeric?
It's going to be a wits and insight. And Emeric, can you roll for Lanny her composure and subterfuge?
Sure.
Does Emeric feel like her secondhand embarrassment through their link? I don't know.
No, she just feels what he's feeling with blood empathy.
Oh.
It's supposed to be a merit. I don't see how, but sure.
So not the other way around.
No, it's a one-way thing. It's
That's
basically
unfortunate.
so long as she's within a mile of him, she can sense what he's feeling.
On the composure and subterfuge, she got 2 successes.
2 successes, okay.
In the dice spot. So
Okay.
The Chomper, you can eat food, right?
Yeah. Why?
What's your favorite?
I like popcorn.
Basically, Shaun's just trying to take the stress off of her as best as possible.
Yeah, Shaun, it's a weird connection with Parker that you have right now because you know that she's young and you look at her and she's basically the same age as your sister. You know she was just freshly made too, so
Exactly.
yeah.
Sorry, just give me a second on that roll. My computer does
Yeah,
not want to
absolutely.
open my character sheet.
Absolutely.
You like burgers, kiddo?
Yeah. Cheeseburgers are good. Especially with onion rings on them.
Like one with a nice fried egg. Scott commented. I miss those.
Any places like that open right now?
St. Petersburg, there's lots of places open till like 2 a.m., especially in the downtown area, but you're going to be paying like $25 for a burger.
are we planning on going to breakfast and just ignoring the fact that we can track the handmaiden?
We're
I-
not ignoring it. We're just distracting my child who's just killed someone for the first time and is kind of in her feels right now.
I thought we were going to the museum. Job first, pleasure later. I sort of agree with Emeric. Unfortunately, the situation's more dire.
What was your result, Leaf?
I got 3 successes.
All right, 3 successes. Since Lanny got 2 successes, yeah, Leaf, you can see that there is very much a shame, like a look of like that's ashamed in her expression. She is reluctant to look at Emeric right now, and you're kind of ascertaining that Lanny was also not a fan of the odds at the beach based on what was they were facing. and was going to stake Emeric to get him out of there safely. And is a little bit ashamed about the conclusions she's jumped to.
Yeah. Leaf is just gonna keep that to herself.
We can track the handmaiden after we deliver this journal. How is it that you're going to track her, Emeric?
I have premier ways. I've seen her face. I know it. I know where she's been. I can track her.
And there's a time limit on it?
Well, if she moves too far away, there could be.
All right.
I mean, she was looking for her sister, wasn't it? I don't think she would be, like, leaving the city.
Hope
if
not.
that encompasses your radius of action.
Should be fine.
Could you theoretically do this Tremere thing in a car while it's moving?
Yeah, I could certainly try.
Do you need blood or anything like that?
Just my own. And just reach into his bag and pull out a white ribbon. Just give me a minute. You all can discuss if you all know anybody who might be able to assist us in our current odd situation.
I mean, the sheriff, the scourge. I don't know. Maybe people related to that shit went inside the clans. Oh, how about Marguerite to leave?
I was thinking about talking to the Scourge about what's going on.
I mean, your clan makes sense.
You can get a hold of him by all means.
Yeah, we have to get to the museum for that.
All right. Been driving for about 30 minutes now. Car was going a little slower because of the accident, but it does eventually get to the parking lot of the Fine Arts Museum. Scott will look to all of you. Where's the journal so I can go in and hand it over?
I'll go with you since I gotta try and contact Hush too.
All right. Anyone else want to come? I don't think we'll be able to speak with the prince. He's been otherwise occupied since Elysium, and for some other reasons, I have no idea. I don't keep his personal schedule. But the text message I sent to Irina said that security would be here to receive whatever we're bringing.
I mean, if he's not available, I don't think why we should go then. Just hand it over, I believe. And Wally's going to hand you over the black box with the actual journal.
Scott will take it. Are we leaving our recommendation that it be given to the Salubri?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
All right. I'll make sure to pass that along.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Anyone else coming?
Yeah, I'll go.
Sure, why not?
All right.
I can stay with Parker.
Yes, that's a good idea.
All right.
Keep your eye on your phone.
So, Leaf, Emeric, and Wally, you guys get out of the car with Scott and head over to the Fine Arts Museum. It's a short walk. The Fine Arts Museum is a very simple building with just a very small parking lot off to the side that seems to have a loading and receiving area. You walk over through the front where you see that there is security within, and once they spot you, They open the doors to allow you access. Inside, it's dimly lit after hours to deter any looky-loos or tourists that might still be walking around in the late hour. But you guys easily walk through. Scott leaves you all at the entrance and heads off to speak to a nearby security guard who seems to be looking at Scott specifically expectantly. And he goes to hand off the box and have a small conversation with them. If you three wish to discuss anything while Scott is otherwise occupied, the scene is yours.
Leaf is how would I get an urgent message to the Scourge? Like, would Leaf know that?
You can leave written messages to certain elder kindred through the museum. They generally receive them there. Like, it's not uncommon for messages to the sheriff or the Scourge or things like that, or like people like that, like the seneschal. It's not unheard of. It's not unfamiliar to anyone in the city that they are inaccessible. You have a way of getting messages to them. It's just a matter of just like writing it and leaving it with Elysium security.
Okay. So Leaf would walk up to another security.
Yeah, we'll say that we'll say it's like a lockbox, like a drop mailbox sort of scenario where you have like some paper behind the desk after hours that you can grab and just drop a message in there.
Okay. Sounds good. Still trying to be Masquerade safe with it. Leaf would just write urgent time sensitive urgent matter to discuss. Family is in town, but they're not nice about it. And then we'll just do a -L and draw a little leaf and then drop it in.
All right.
Oh, and maiden in tow as well. Just not handmaiden, but maiden in tow. And then would drop it in. Should probably add that little tidbit.
Okay. Yeah. You drop your message, no issues. Scott is still off to the side, speaking with security. So again, if you three wish to discuss anything while he is occupied, the scene is yours.
Gonna throw a fit if I call in Adamar and my family?
No, I don't think so. I was going to ask you, as you were the one that Gould, or Oscar, how are you going to do the check-ins with the FBI?
I'm not. Honestly, he's, well, if his body's found, we will know not to, but I'm going to give it at least a few days before we even think about doing that, because I don't want
his
anyone
partner
to know.
knows you.
I can talk to his partner, I suppose, say he's missing. If you like.
You're going to be a suspect.
We'll see. I can absolutely fix that problem. That's a different problem. Right now, we've got to find the handmaiden. That's tomorrow's problem.
Do you have any documentation on them?
Oscar is only 5 minutes dead, or 20 minutes? Not very long dead. At this point, we have time to figure out the check-ins tomorrow.
You're upset, aren't you?
I'm sorry, what?
You are very upset, aren't you?
About the loss of Oscar? Yes, I'm very upset. He was the one lead I had to finding my sire. So yeah, I'm very upset. Oh, right. He was inconvenient for you all.
Maybe you should have disclosed this beforehand.
I did.
You did not. I did not know your sire was you with the SI. I knew that you were looking for her, but not with them.
You knew my sire was taken at Vienna.
Yes.
Did
but
you
I
not
did
know who that was? Was that not
I did not make the actual connection until now. No,
fair enough?
sorry.
I'm sorry. I should have been more explicit that when Vienna fell, that was a SI operation, and they have my sire. I am sorry. I just assumed that you would understand that and sort of gather that because you're good at gathering such information.
Yes, maybe, but I wanted to keep your privacy. I did not go looking into much of that Tremere history.
Sure, I appreciate that. I really do.
But yeah, now, yeah, maybe. Yeah, that poses a problem. Is there any investigation you want me to do? I guess I owe you that one.
It's not a big deal. We can find a different way, but it's just a matter of getting to that point. Like, just one more thing we have to figure out.
Well, fine. That's why you went to New York then, and we're coming here.
Kind of, yes. It's complicated.
And it will be all good. We can do that. One. At least we got some books. If the handmaid get any documentation, any leads, I can try and find them.
I can find her. I've seen her face. I can find her.
Yes, physically. Paper trails. I'm talking about.
Everything we've found so far says that she is basically a ghost because she was essentially a slave to... Yeah. It's not great.
Leaf, you can hear what they're talking about. Is you guys are all kind of in the same vicinity.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure what was going on exactly.
But yeah, you can hear things. Like, you can hear them chat. You can hear them discussing things. Plus, it's a museum. We all know museums echo.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, you by this point, I would say you finished writing your message and have been listening in.
We will find another way, Emeric. I know that the school meant a lot, and it could have put you very far down your path to get your sire back. But
what? The things that I need are usually secondary, it seems, to the things that you need.
that's not what I was going to say, and I wasn't going to make this about myself either.
Of course not, of course not. It's just like, you know, when the Tremere show up, it's Emeric's fault and I shoot him. When the Lasombra show up, oh, Leaf had no idea. At least I give you the benefit of the doubt. It's fine. It really is fine. Not happy. I'll find another way. It'll just take longer. And she's suffering.
I wasn't... Leaf just sighs.
I mean, not wanting to be inconvenient, but he's kind of right. It's your clan.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't be wise to not trust me when I say I have no idea what the fuck's going on right now. I
Didn't
just
say I don't trust you. I simply was commenting on the differences in how we respond to certain scenarios. Can we figure
But
this out? I just want to find this handmaiden. I really just want to find her and finish this job, or at least part of this job. So you've talked to Hush or sent him a telegram or something?
Or something. It's very hard to contact La Sombras. But yes, I did leave a message. We're just waiting on Scott, wherever he went for the moment.
As you say this, Scott is starting to come over from where he was standing with the security discussing with him. And he no longer has the black box in his hand. He's passed it off to security and is heading in your guys' direction.
Is this kind security or kindred security? Out of curiosity.
It's Elysium security. They are kind, but they're kind that are very loyal to kindred.
It would be really, really a bad idea, I'm assuming, to make one of them think they had orders to assist us, yes?
I would say so.
Yeah, I don't think Carmine would like that. Are you all good with going to the Chantry, then? To see if Adamar can help.
I mean, I'm not going in, but sure.
Fine.
You want to go right now?
Do we have other people to stop by and ask for help? I mean,
Well,
Carmen on the way there. It's on the way.
I can
Stuff
try
I thought you
any
wanted
of
to
the
do...
Nosferatus, but I don't think so. But I can shoot a message. Crafty, would I have the contact for Levi or anyone that works with the sheriff?
You
Leave us.
You got everyone who needs to have contact with the sheriff is able to make, like, it has their, like, everyone knows a way of contacting the sheriff. Usually it's leaving a message at Elysium, but those who have their contact information, being a cousin, you probably would have his contact information.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and shoot a message to Levi then.
What is the message?
We might have a problem with rogue people. Might need some information. It pertains to the security of the city if you want to have a chat about it.
You receive a text back. What information do you require?
We have a rogue, spooky family person going on about. If you can grab any names, it's going around with one of the ex-workers in the museum, apparently. Assuming that this is not a very much Masquerade safe message channel, I'm trying to be vague, but
yeah,
precise.
No. There isn't a response for a few moments before you get a response that says, we'll look into my sources and get back to you later when I have something. But this will take time.
Much obliged.
Didn't you say that you wanted to start searching for our friend Emeric?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that here. Let's get back into the vehicle.
Well, obviously not like right here in the building. But
Could.
I thought you already started it.
No, you'll know when I start it. And
that's why I'm asking if you want to do that now or if you want to go to the Chantry and ask for help now. Which one would you rather do
I
first?
can do both. Once I start this ritual, I will be able to follow her for the rest of the evening.
Is it as in-depth as...
No, it's not that. No, it's not that in depth. I'll be very much aware of everything going on.
Okay.
There's a little bit of fire, so that maybe do it before we all get into the vehicle.
Well, As long as it's not an explosion. I do believe somebody saw that happen to a tree outside the museum, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, apparently. It's fine. It shouldn't explode.
All right.
Okay. Let's get back out to the van then.
While Wally, Emeric, and Leaf were in the museum, Parker and Shaun, you guys had a few moments alone to talk if you wanted to.
Shaun, you killed people, right?
Yeah.
Does it get any easier?
I mean, yes and no. You just have to tell yourself, in your case, you did the right thing. You shouldn't enjoy it, but shouldn't really dwell on it either.
Somebody's going to have to tell his parents. Have you ever had to do that?
I'm sure there were a few who had parents, but I never really focused on that.
How do you know if it was the right thing or not?
Emeric is still with us. He's a part of our coterie, whether or not we get along with him. If you hadn't have done that, then something worse could have happened.
I don't know. I meant to do it, but I didn't mean to do it. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
I will say the first time is the hardest, but I for one, for what it's worth, am very proud of you.
Why?
Because you didn't hesitate in the heat of the battle. A lot of good people do, but you showed bravery and fortitude, and because of that, you saved your coterie mates.
I don't feel like I saved anybody. Scott had to come back and get me.
I can tell you how many times I had to get my ass saved on the battlefield.
The shadows. They grabbed me. And now, I don't know. I'm scared.
And it's good. It's cool to be scared. Like, that just means that you still have your humanity. I probably would have shot myself if I was in your shoes. Not gonna lie. 100%.
I think we could still do that.
I mean, the night's still young.
Yeah, I guess.
You guys look up and see Scott approaching with Wally, Emeric, and Leaf, having finished their business within the museum. And they all clamber into the car. And slide the door closed behind them. All right.
Make her to be as far away from Leaf as she can.
Scott will take his place once again next to Parker. All right, so Emeric, where would be the best place to start driving to, I guess?
Let me just do the thing. And Emeric would look around the parking lot.
It's
Step
empty.
outside. Yeah, I figured it would be. Step outside the door, leave the door open to sort of block what he's doing just in case. And then take out the white satin ribbon from his bag. Take out a very small pocket knife. Cut the back of his hand. Wrap the ribbon around it. Use a rouse check because I have to do that.
Yes, you do.
I am a little hungrier. Fantastic. And once it is fully soaked in my blood, obviously I'll stop myself from bleeding, and I will light it on fire.
All right, so you all watch as Emeric kind of goes through this the motion of wrapping this white satin ribbon around his hand, soaking it in his blood until it is stained crimson, and it is just dripping wet with his own vitae. And then you proceed to see him while he's chanting and muttering very quietly under his breath. You see him set it fire to the ribbon, and surprisingly enough, it catches fire, despite how wet it is. So
I don't actually light it on fire. It just lights on fire by itself.
Yeah, so like basically he's chanting and it catches fire. It just starts and it doesn't burn him though. Rex, go ahead and give me an intelligence and survival roll.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Do you have to do the ritual roll first? This is a confusing one.
I did the ritual roll. I passed the ritual roll.
Okay.
Then it catches fire. That's why I rolled the ritual roll. I passed. That's why I said it caught fire.
Okay. All right. All right. So then what? Okay. So then what you see is. Okay. Hang on. All right. So you perform this ritual, Emeric, and you it's kind of like a layer, like a stained glass layer, like a green glass kind of appears on your, like, over your vision when you, after you blink, and when you open your eyes, you can see the world a little bit differently. You don't see any. You've been taught this ritual. You've been told what to expect. You aren't seeing evidence of what you should be seeing, which is almost like silvery footsteps of a path, of indicating that Vera has not walked around here. Vera has not traveled in this area, which makes sense because this is way too close to where she could get seen and in trouble.
Yeah, and he would know that, and he would be like, once we were in the van, had everything situated, he would then, like, and maybe got some backup. At that point, he would direct us back to the last place we knew she was.
Okay. So you finish the ritual, you get back in the van. As far as you all are aware, nothing else happened beyond the ribbon catching fire. You just see this ribbon catch fire. The fire eventually goes out while still wrapped around his hand, and Emeric just gets back into the van and sits down.
Oh, by the way, the ritual was 5 successes with the crit. I know that'll come in later when we actually start tracking or trying to track.
Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know.
Did it work?
Yeah, but we have to get prepared before we follow her, and we have to go back to where we last saw her.
Okay. There's another thing we have to do that none of us thought about until me just now. We have to get rid of this van. We have to switch vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Shaun, on our rush to get to you guys, Shaun hit a vehicle.
Oh. That's okay. The van is designed for that exact purpose. It's not even registered to Lanny, so...
Yes, but it
to dump it
was...
somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't have another vehicle right now because all of the vehicles have their tires slashed.
Yeah, I was
What?
kind of thinking of that, the Leaf, but yeah, the whole we don't have other vehicles readily available, including my bike.
I guess we stop in at the dealership tomorrow, or Lanny is getting one new for us in the morning.
Do we want to temporarily take a vehicle that we find?
If you'd like. That's not
Never
my
mind.
fault.
I don't.
It's just...
It's a hit and run. Like, it would be considered a hit and run since Shaun didn't pull over, but I doubt anyone would start investigating this at least until tomorrow.
All right. I just want to be cautious.
Listen, with all the shit that's going up north of the neutral zone, like from what I'm seeing on the news, I doubt the cops are worried about what's going on down this far south.
Yeah,
That's a
I'll
fair
dump.
take.
I'll dump the van far away from where we're gonna end up. So.
All right. Let's go back to the beach, I guess.
Let's go to the Tremere first, unless anyone else has ideas. Maybe stop by Benoche and see if Carmen would be interested in helping out with this little endeavor.
I don't think that Carmen is in any position to help at this moment.
Maybe she has friends who can help.
This is true.
Yeah, She looks at Shaun.
What did y'all do?
We didn't do anything, but Carmen is very busy right now.
Maybe she'll make time. She obviously talked to you. She's not that busy. What could possibly be more important than this?
We caught her in between being busy, so yeah.
Okay,
Y'all
then
are
maybe
not
she's
making
in
much
between being busy again. Let's just Lanny drive. We'll talk about this in the way.
Lanny looks at Emeric where she's sitting next to Emeric. Shaun's in the driver's seat.
Why is Shaun driving? Okay.
Because
Shaun,
he picked us up.
Of course, yeah. Shaun, can Lanny drive, or are you really attached to this? Apparently, you're not very good at it. You hit a car. No offense.
You know what? Just because of that, I feel pretty attached. You know, like the seatbelt doesn't want to come off. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck here.
Great. Don't hit any more cars. Drive to Denoche. Got that? Yeah, we good with that?
What happened to Carmen that y'all are so reluctant to get back there? Did y'all insult her or anything?
No, the opposite, actually.
Then, what's the problem?
I don't think that she is in the right mindset to do any serious business dealings right now.
Why?
She owns the club. She owns a club.
And?
It's very busy, and some shit was going down as we were leaving.
Can y'all not keep information, please?
I literally just told you that she had to deal with a bunch of shit as we were leaving.
You're not making any sense.
It's just people being fucking retarded at the club. I don't know.
We'll swing by. We'll check it out. If it's a problem still, we'll move on. Yes?
They all want to see drunk Carmen so bad.
Yeah.
Or at least
Character,
tell
I'm like,
us
how do
that
I
she
do
is
this?
drunk.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not that big of a deal.
I don't actually care if she's drunk. I still want to go see her. So they've told me nothing at this point out of character that makes me deterred in any way from going to see Carmen because we need.
I know. And internally, Leaf is just like, I just wanted to give her a day off. She was complaining about how she just always has to work.
Not
There's
the
no
time
day
for
off for
that.
Kindred, I'm sorry.
Talk to Carmen. I'll talk to Adamar. Go from there. Yeah?
Okay.
All right.
Don't see Hush.
St. Petersburg by Night is brought to you through collaborations with our partnered vendors: Wolfpack Dice, Ember Fox Dice, Dragon Ink Dice, Vera the Bard, Champs Tramps, Panshi Artista, and Chromatic Creations US. Links to our partnered vendors, as well as our Twitch and YouTube channels, can be found on our website, stpbynight.com. The official theme song for St. Petersburg by Night is Vampire by Faith and Failure. You can find them at faithandfailure.com. You can follow SPbN on all socials with the hashtag StPeteByNight. If you wish to support our program, you can do so at ko-fi.com/StPeteByNight to help keep the stories rolling.
Leaf looks around.
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So, you guys start driving towards the direction of De Noche. You start driving up north to the neutral zone to the Dune Eden area, where De Noche is located. Just based on the map, you probably didn't go to the west coast of the peninsula just yet. You probably would have driven north from downtown and then started driving west once you hit the neutral zone area. All right, so as you driving to De Noche, you guys arrive, and Emeric, you're starting to see within the neutral zone, you are starting to see more like residue. It's not like, it's nothing consistent. It looks like if wherever she was through here, it seems to all be on the streets as you're observing out the window. So it implies that she drove through here at some point. So it's not likely that she stopped, because it's still all just on the surface street, the path.
That's good.
Okay. You guys get to De Noche and pull into the parking lot. Everyone, go ahead and give me a composure and intelligence roll.
That's 2 successes.
Do we blood search?
You can blood surge. You've been to De Noche before. I would say the only person who can't blood surge is Parker, because she has not been here yet. So she is not expecting.
Parker only got a 2.
Alright. That reminds me, I gotta roll for Scott.
She's gonna be so depressed, but so ready to party.
I got 6 successes with a messy crit.
Okay. Presence of
Composure
Here we
and
go.
what now? What was it? Composure and?
Composure and intelligence.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, Scott definitely wants to go in.
Emeric's just opening the door, heading out.
Oh, so you're not gonna fight the awe?
Oh no, I only got 2 successes. I'm
Okay.
fully awed.
So the threshold is
That was
4.
a 4.
4. Okay, so Wally, you met the threshold. All right, so
No, I lie. It's a 5.
okay, you still met the threshold. All right, so everyone except for Parker and Emeric and Scott, you guys keep your senses about you. You can feel the draw of the building. Don't get me wrong. You can still very much feel the draw, but you are not affected by it. Leaf, in your because you were expecting it and because you were steeling yourself to it, it used up a lot. It was basically you basically utilized a lot of the power of your blood to resist getting swayed by the building again. So I will say that as a result of your messy crit, you're going to get a dot hungrier. You're going to get hungry.
Okay.
Just so we don't potentially get sidetracked, I'm just going to give you a little extra hunger.
We should go hunting before we get hit.
Luckily, you're going inside a club.
Yeah, that's gonna be on Leaf's checklist of things to do in there for sure.
But Parker and Emeric, you guys love this place. Parker, you've never been here before. You've driven by it, but you've never been here before. And you are looking at this place for the first time ever. You see the crowd of people outside, and you want nothing more than to go in. And Emeric, you feel the same way, but you have been here before, and you just already know how amazing it is inside.
He's absolutely just heading in. Not even gonna wait.
Oh, wait.
He'll wait for Lanny, I suppose.
Oh, Lanny is what Lanny does. Lanny loves this place. She don't fight it. She's heading in. She's heading over. She doesn't have the dots to fight this.
Nope.
Parker's keeping up with Emeric and Lanny.
And Scott. Scott is beelining it towards the doors.
All right. We're just gonna let them have fun. Parker needs this especially. Emeric needs to chill the fuck out. Hopefully whatever he did still works by the end of this. Let's
Not only is it gonna work, it's gonna work for 2 fucking nights because of that crit.
Hooray.
Let's go in
So you guys
and deal with this.
Yeah, you guys start heading up to the building. Parker, Emeric, Scott, and Lanny get there way ahead of you guys. Emeric, you are recognized. You see that there's actually the security that you're used to seeing there, Felix and Jennifer, they're not present and have been replaced by the guy that's usually watching the stairs. And he recognizes you, so he already just goes ahead and waves you, Scott, and Lanny in. But Parker, as you approach, you have a hand placed in front of you. I'm gonna need to see some ID, ma'am.
He's with me. Can you?
No, he looks at Emeric. I need to see her ID.
Yeah, sure. Here. She'll hand it over.
Is
Her very, very fake ID.
He looks at the ID for several moments, looks up at you, looks down at the ID, looks at you again.
Can I activate awe?
You absolutely can activate awe.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just here to dance. Let's go. Come on.
Alright, so go ahead and give me a charisma and persuasion, and you can add your presence to it.
Can I add ingenue?
Yes.
Four successes.
4 successes. He doesn't. He kind of is like a little bit drawn to you in the moment. Blinks, looking a little bit ashamed of himself, because he's just like, ugh. And he hands you back your fake ID. You gotta start dressing more mature, a little bit more mature in these scenarios, ma'am. This is problematic, but go on in, and I'm going to go pray tonight.
Thank you so
Does
much.
Leaf overhear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Miguel looks exceedingly ashamed of himself because he found himself attracted to Parker, and he's like 30.
Did use awe on him. I mean,
She did use awe on him, but Leaf doesn't know that.
True.
But yeah, the rest of you are recognized by security because you've been here before and you've been upstairs and you've interacted with Carmen, so you are waved in without any issue. I will say that Wally, Parker, Scott, Emeric, you all receive the stamps on the back of your hands, as per usual, that indicate that you are VIPs. And Leaf and Shaun, you still have your stamps from earlier today, so you are just able to go back in.
Parker, why don't you take Scott and Emeric and go dancing for a little bit? You should really enjoy the club. You guys have been through a lot, and this will really help take some of the burden off, you know?
I think I want to see
Sounds
Carmen.
awesome.
I think I want to see Carmen.
Emeric, come dance.
I have to tell her how amazing her club is.
You know what? You're right. We should all tell her how cool this place is. Oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah,
look
but
at
you
it.
haven't
It's
even checked
better
it out
than
yet.
the outside.
Oh, I know.
You haven't even checked it all out yet, Parker. Emeric, show her around the club.
No, wait, we have to tell Carmen how good of a job she's doing with this club, and then
Scott's ditching you guys, and he is like rushing into the building and disappearing into the crowd of the large crowd of dancing folks.
Why
Ah,
don't
shit.
you
We
be
can't
so
just leave Scott.
professional?
We can't just leave Scott alone.
Then
But
you
we're
take care of him.
VIPs. We have to go to the VIP area. It's so cool.
And Emmerich just start walking, just start completely ignoring any
Emma,
random
you need to
Leaf
be
has.
professional. That's not you.
I am. He's ignoring you. Actually, he's just walking.
Parker's trying to keep
Parker-
up with him.
Wally's
Parker,
going
can you
to walk
please go
around
get
like,
Scott?
what the fuck, people? We're here to do a job.
Scott's having fun. He'll be fine.
I mean, Emmerich is walking towards the VIP section where he expects Carmen to be for the way.
Okay.
And Parker's following Emeric.
Yeah, Leaf is following, of course.
So, everyone, give me a wits and awareness as you enter and start like getting further into the dance floor area towards the stairs.
Oh, that's a messy crit. Wait, let's do it. Whatever, fine. I can't.
Six.
Yeah.
That's
Two
okay.
successes.
I'm looking for the compulsions table anyway, just because I have to.
What?
Hey, Scott got messy. Okay.
6 with a crit.
Gotta look up the Bruja clan compulsion. Okay, 1 second.
We were here to do a job, people. A job.
This quickly turned into party time. Woo!
Wally's so disappointed. So disappointed. He's so uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's noisy. We lost a ghoul. We're here to do a job. People have lost their minds.
Hey, Wally, can you drink?
No! You were not supposed to be drinking on a job.
Okay, Bruja.
Shaun, what the fuck?
Yeah, you guys.
I
Okay, so going around the table, Emeric, how many successes did you get?
5 with the messy crit.
5 with a messy crit. Leaf, how many did you get?
5, but without a messy crit.
Parker, how many did you get?
2.
2. All right. Shaun, how many did you get?
4.
4. All right. And
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Can I use heightened senses for this roll?
I would recommend strongly against it because it is a loud
Oh.
nightclub and it'll hurt your ears.
That's true. That is very true. Good point.
So sorry. So Shaun, what was it again?
I got a 4.
A 4. And Wally, how many successes did you get on your wits and awareness?
6 with a crit.
6 with a crit. Okay. So everyone except Parker, because you know who you're looking for, you see Carmen. She is on the DJ stage, dancing. Very much using her awe, her presence, to get the attention of everyone in the room. Everyone's watching, everyone's having fun while she's dancing. And then you see Scott beelining it to the DJ stage as well.
Oh, that's fun.
And you see him basically you all watch, except for Parker. Parker, you're kind of just like lost in the sauce of the awesomeness that is this nightclub. You all see Scott shove the DJ person out of the way and start to type on the guy's computer until the music switches to something that's more for moshing than dancing. And then can visibly see him and Carmen beginning to argue.
Fucking hell. Leaf starts running, attempting to get over there as fast as she can to mediate the situation.
Yeah, it's basically like Rage Against the Machine playing right now on the speakers, like throughout the club. People like got put off by it at first, but now they're kind of getting into it in the dancing again. But more of a like hands or arms are swinging sort of deal. It's more of a rock vibe now than it was a nightclub vibe. Feels more like a music festival, rock music festival sort of deal.
Oh yeah.
Leaf. Oh, and Emeric, you're gonna get 1 dot hungrier from the messy crit.
That's not good. Okay.
Sure.
Oh no.
So, Leaf, you're going towards this.
Yeah.
Give me a dex and athletic.
way.
You need a dex and athletics to avoid getting hit as you try to navigate through the mosh pit.
Oh yeah. I can do this.
I will say that I am standing next to Parker, protecting her from the moshers, because I know how dangerous those can get.
You all actively are watching, like, Scott, like, trying to, like, tower over Carmen a little bit more. He's actually using a little bit more of his size right now. He's flipping her off to her face. She's poking him in the chest. You don't hear what they're saying, but it very much looks like that toxic couple that keeps getting into fights every time they go out just to make a scene in public. Is the vibe it looks like.
Fantastic.
So I got 7 with a crit.
7 with a crit, yeah. Leaf, you are a kindred. You are a Lasombra. And you are used to weaving in and out of tight places. So you are able to, like, weave your way through this, You're able to weave your way through this... Sorry, it looks like we lost Emeric there. Okay, there he is. You're weaving your way through this crowd, and you are able to, like, just dodge people. You're shoving people out of the way as you're navigating through. And, you manage to make your way to the DJ stage without getting hit by any swinging arms. And you are standing in front of, like, you're not on the stage yet, you're at the base of it, but you're close enough to Carmen and Scott now that you can hear them just visibly arguing.
Leaf yells over the both of them and shouts like, "Hey! Hey!" to get their attention.
Carmen, you're gonna have to give me a manipulation and persuasion to see if you can get their attention.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
The things you're mainly hearing in terms of arguing, it's, like, not even warranted of an argument. He's saying that the club is shitty, the music sucks, that this is real music, that kids like her wouldn't understand music like this. And she's complaining to him that he doesn't fucking have any taste, that he's so, like, that all he cares about is causing a scene, blah, 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 that he doesn't, he should count himself lucky that he should even be, that he's even in here.
Does work.
Emeric is slowly
I blood searched and everything.
What's Emeric doing?
he's just heading in that direction.
All right, give me a
And sort of not like in a speedy way, just sort of walking and
through the
enjoying
crowd.
himself.
Oh,
Was
you're,
that?
are you trying to get to the DJ booth through the crowd?
Probably on the probably gonna dance a little bit, but
Okay.
yeah, not very well.
The Dex and Athletics. I'll give you an option: Dex and Athletics or Dex and Performance.
I'll take athletics. It's slightly better. I have a lot of blood dice now. Fine, it's fine. I'm not hungry. That's 4 successes.
Parker, Wally, and Shaun, what are you guys doing while this is happening?
Parker, I think, still hasn't quite noticed what's going on, so she's just moshing with everybody and possibly snagging drinks that go by her.
Okay, give me a Dex and Larceny to steal a drink.
Oh.
Would you get, Shaun and Wally, what are you guys doing during this?
Sticking close to Parker, kind of moshing with her, like while they're dealing with that up there.
Okay.
Kind of keeping an eye on, make sure it doesn't get too carried away.
All right, if you're in the crowd dancing, you have to give me a Dex and Athletics. So both you and Parker, give me Dex and Athletics. Wally, what are you doing?
Trying to fight the instinct of leaving the heathens behind and going back home.
So I
He's keeping to the sidelines. He is disapproving, looking at people and trying to see the easiest way around to get to Carmen without having to go through a mosh pit of people that he doesn't want to touch. Sweaty, dancing, drunk Kine at this very moment.
You got 7 successes, right, on your wits and awareness?
6 with a crit.
6 with a crit. I will say that you can see that there is a clearer path. You would just have to go behind the bar.
I have no trouble going behind the bar, and I will get invisible if I need to.
You will have to... I will say you will have to find a way to like make yourself not be seen first, because this is a crowded area and people there's always observation here. So with your wits and awareness, I will say that you can see that there is a staircase nearby that goes upstairs to the VIP area that you could duck into and go invisible if need be.
Sure. Here doesn't have any smoke machines or anything like that.
No, it's not that kind of nightclub. It's just a lot of it's like dimly lit, a lot of strobe lights. It's a person with epilepsy's worst nightmare.
Good thing he's a kindred now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I am finding a place and poofing and trying to walk.
All right. Go ahead and give
Back
me your
there.
rouse check, and if you go behind the bar, you'll be able to get there easily. Okay. So, Emeric, what did you get on your Dex and Athletics?
4.
4? Okay. Parker, what did you get?
So for stealing the drink, I got 5 with a crit, and for just being out on the dance floor, I got 2.
2? Okay. And Shaun, you got 1. All right. So, Parker, you steal a couple of drinks without any issue. It's
Nice.
like you're double fisting them right now. That's how how sneaky you were and at it. But when you put it in your mouth, it tastes like ash. It doesn't taste like anything except ash, and it doesn't even burn as you drink it. So, and you've had drinks before as a teenager. You've had the beer, you've had liquor with your friends, being delinquents and all. But it's you can tell just from that first sip that it's just not going to have the intended effect that it would have had in life.
I think she drinks the first one and is disappointed, and drinks the second one to make sure, and drinks the third one because she's frustrated, and then stops.
And as you're making these realizations and the disappointment kind of hits in, you feel yourself get knocked in the back of the head by someone moshing, taking 1 point of superficial damage. Shaun, you're gonna take 2 points of superficial damage. And Emeric, you also take 1 point of superficial damage because you got 2, correct?
I got 4.
Oh, you got 4? Oh, you're good then. You're good then. You're able to. You're part of the dance. You're part of the problem at this point, actually. In fact, Parker, it was actually Emeric who hit you.
Oh, come on now.
Hey, that's fair.
Okay, Leaf, what did you get on your manipulation and persuasion?
I only got 4 successes.
4 successes. You are able to shout and get their attention. They both look at you. So the best way I can... Okay, so like, they don't need to breathe, and you know that they don't need to breathe, but their chests are kind of puffed out, like they were they're heavily breathing after screaming at each other almost. And they both turn to you and look at you at the same time, and at the same time both go, "What?"
First of all, Scott, this is not your establishment. You don't just get to come up here and change the fucking music. What the fuck, dude?
You can see a little bit of blood in the corner of his mouth.
Second of all, Carmen, how are you doing?
Scott is like, nostrils are flaring, his eyes just kind of like, his eyes kind of just like get a little more fiery as you say that to him. And Carmen kind of just gives a sly smirk. She's like, "I'm doing fine up until this guy came in. And I'm a little annoyed right now, but I'm doing fine otherwise."
Oh, let's get you down for a second so that you can make sure that the music is back up and running the way it should be.
You know what? No. You know what? No. Scott, I can see you're clearly going through something. So why don't you go ahead and fucking be Mr. Rebellious fuck the establishment dude, because I think that's what's going on with you right now. Alright, so stop being a dick, get it out of your system, and I'm gonna go over here. Just fucking enjoy yourself for the next 20 minutes, I guess. And she, like, you see her hop off the stage and like put an arm around you, Leaf, and just starts guiding you through the mosh pit. It's like, so, what are we doing? Are we partying some more? Did you bring more people? Is Shaun back? I like Shaun.
Yeah, Shaun is back. Unfortunately, the rest of the coterie is back. Apparently, while we decided to party earlier, the rest of my coterie decided to get into a bunch of shit trouble.
Do we need to talk?
There's Emeric leading the mosh pit right now, so I guess it's just you and I to talk. I don't know where everybody else is. They're stuck in
Can I
my
appear by their sides?
What was that, Wally?
Can I appear just as she says, "I don't know where people are," and I'm like, "Right here, bitch."
You're gonna come out of
going
obfuscate
to
in the middle of a crowded dance floor?
No, behind Lilith. Behind Leaf.
We're right in front in the
Yeah,
DJ booth.
Yeah, you're in front of the DJ booth. People
You
have their
behind it?
and people have people look at
I'm going to appear behind it.
Okay, you're gonna reappear behind the DJ booth and just skirt around.
Like underneath the desk, and then poke my head up and be like, I'm right here.
Okay, that'll work.
Is Emeric getting close at this point?
Yeah, you guys are all kind of in the center of this now. Carmen's there with you guys. She's wearing little shorts. She's wearing a tank top. You see her pull out her phone very briefly, take a picture of her middle finger, and then send a text off to someone.
Great club you have, Carmen.
Yeah, I know. Are you enjoying yourself, Mr. Professor style person? Oh, right. That's right. I remember the guy who had problems with people with extra vision.
Yeah, anyway, Vera's been outside recently. Just thought you would want to know that. Also, I can find her. I just need
Can
some
we
help.
not talk about this in the middle of the dance?
Yeah, why don't we go upstairs, actually? Let's all go upstairs. You guys want to be VIPs? Let's go. Little one.
Hell yeah, I'm all for it.
Oh my god, you brought the little one. I love it.
Yes! Yes,
Parker?
we got Parker!
Parker, are you having fun?
Oh my gosh, it is amazing here. I mean, the drinks kind of suck. I'm sorry. But everything else is incredible.
Sweetie, the drinks are gonna suck for you regardless. That's how life is now. You know what you gotta do is you gotta get someone else drunk.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
It's a process, Parker. But we can talk about it more upstairs. Let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs,
you know?
VIPs. Scott, you stay the fuck down here, bitch.
Yeah, just leave him.
Yeah, I'm
You're
leaving
right,
him.
Carmen. He's going through some sort of shit right now.
He's going through. I'm thinking that's what he went through, and she gestures over to someone in the crowd who looks a little less energetic than the rest of the people. Kind of looks a little tired and fatigued, and paler than the rest of them, and is kind of just getting bumped around a lot.
Leave it to Scott to embarrass himself, am I right?
That's what he does. That's what he does here. But let's go, everyone. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
So Carmen leads the group up the stairs. Once up the stairs, she is going to deactivate her awe for you guys. So anyone who is under the effects of awe is no longer under the effects. And she goes to walk over to one of the VIP booths that are upstairs, and she kind of just flops onto the plush leather sofa. You were here less than an hour ago. What happened?
Vera happened.
Vera?
Yeah. She and some Sombra friends of hers showed up and caused problems. She's also been, I think, casing your club, from what I can tell.
Actually, Emeric, as you're looking around too, you look out the window of the VIP area, because it's basically one wall facing the water is just all just all window. And you can see the silvery steps basically along the perimeter of the building.
Right, needs a point. Right over there. She was there not too long ago.
Carmen follows where you're pointing. I don't see what you're looking at.
You can't. I can see it. I know where she's been and where she might be going.
Okay.
I just need help or thoughts on who might help us, and
so you
hire this individual.
You want help getting Vera?
She doesn't like you at all. I thought maybe we would have a shared interest, perhaps.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't like me.
Really doesn't like you.
I don't... Man, a lot of people ask me for favors lately. What do you want from me?
Do you know anybody who might help us
What's stopping...
slow down? There's her and 3 La Sombra, and they are not... without...
3
They're not...
La Sombra.
Yeah.
I am currently working on trying to figure out who those people are, but we all thought it was in the best interest of this coterie and the city to reach out to a more established and a wiser kindred than ourselves for help and advice in this situation, because it has escalated quite a bit. And my coterie members here decided it would be a good idea to come and ask you for any advice or help that you could give us.
Let's see.
Also, with what she said about Carmen, I wanted to make sure that Carmen was okay, and it's obvious that she's been here, and he's just gonna be staring at those, like, silvery steps out the window.
What'd she say about me? What'd that fucking hoe say about me?
Oh, I wouldn't repeat it in your presence. It was not good.
Apparently you were on a list with the FBI.
Excuse me?
That too. There's a lot that's happening.
Wait. A list?
Yeah, you, some old guy, some punky leather jacket wearing person, I don't know. There was a list. You were one of the people on the list of potential with the SI. That's a different problem right now. You should probably know that, though. You should probably, yeah, that's lay low, maybe.
No, that's fine. I'm closing this place after tonight anyway.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to be relocating.
Okay, where are you going?
Probably back down south. The neutral zone served its purpose.
Okay.
So you're coming back to the Camarilla?
I've always been with the Camarilla. I've just been staying here. Let's just say Prince Carmine and I had a little bit of a disagreement about who I choose to spend my life with. And so I moved here.
Yeah, we gotta do what's best for ourselves. I completely get that. I've moved a lot myself.
But I should be able to get back into his good graces after tonight. So, probably close this place up and move down south. I've had my eye on a building for a little while, so.
I mean, this Vera problem could be help you in that endeavor to get back in his good graces. Sounds like you already have it mostly covered, but, you know, never hurts to dot your I's and cross your T's and whatnot.
So you think that me helping with the Vera situation will be a little bit more of a feather in my cap, as it were?
Yeah, Emeric would look at, you know, his coterie mates. I think so.
I mean, it would make sense. She is a threat to them right now. A very big one, if what we witnessed today was anything to go by. Masquerade is in serious danger.
What were you gonna say, Leaf?
I also haven't actually had a chance to tell the rest of the coterie what you asked Shaun and I earlier, because we got a text just as we were going to our car that this all went down with the handmaiden, and have been dealing with the handmaiden issue ever since.
Okay, well, full disclosure, everyone. I called in my boon. I know what I want. One of those handmaidens, I don't know which one, it could be Vera actually. They have a hard drive of mine. It's mine, not Isabel's, mine. I was just having Isabel keep it in her vault for me, in her penthouse, because it's the safest place in the city. But got stolen. So I would like my hard drive back.
Seems reasonable.
Isabel didn't know how computer stuff worked, so I was always the one doing that stuff for her. Texting, making phone calls, Google searching things, telling her Kentucky Fried Chicken was not a Fight Club.
Was it a Fight Club?
Not in the Kentucky Fried Chicken sense, more in the Kindred Fight Club sense, but it's whatever. She called it Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's fine. She thought apps meant appetizers too. She did not understand modern terms.
So you worked kind of like her ghoul.
Carmen kind of like stiffens when you call her that.
Sort of also be looking at Parker like, what the fuck?
Excuse me?
Even Leaf looks at her.
Excuse me?
No, not like the herald, like your job was. You have to excuse her. She's very young and sometimes stupid.
She's Scots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
Taking a liking to her.
Did I say something wrong?
Parker, sweetie. Ghouls are slaves. Ghouls are slaves. They are our slaves. They are our servants. They don't have any free will. So when you compared me to a ghoul to Isabel, you basically called me her slave. When I was more than her slave. I was her voice. I spoke with her authority when called upon. Unless I spoke an edict, it was not valid. I was more than a ghoul. I was not a ghoul. I was her voice, alright? Good. Make sure Scott teaches you better. Everyone give me, so Emeric, you can go ahead and give me a manipulation and persuasion to try to persuade Carmen to help.
Okay. I'd like the blood surge, but I am too hungry for that nonsense.
Can I pop in with an assist since I've also been...
You have persuasion?
I do have persuasion, yes.
Then you can add a dice. Wally, do you have persuasion?
No, but I have intellect.
Needs to be a persuasion.
I can rationalize the situation for her.
Needs to be persuasion.
And Parker's not helping at all.
Parker screwed you out of a... Parker's comment got you out of a second dice.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's hope for the best.
Mom and Dad just trying to fix the situation right now.
Power.
Okay.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes. She leans back on the couch for a little bit. I'm not staking her for you. I can offer some minor assistance. I'm not going to get into any combat with her. I'm not going to fight. But how about this? If the Lasombra shows up, if all of the Lasombra show up, I can do a little something to hold their attention. That's the offer I will assist. That's the offer of assistance I will extend.
That sounds completely fair and very helpful.
So Vera is up to you guys to deal with. I will distract the Lasombra if needed. And you will inform Carmine of my assistance in this matter and my willingness to help preserve the dignity of his line.
Of course. We all.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Sound good? I need to hear it. I need to hear it from the other three. And she looks to Parker and the Nosferatus.
Sounds good.
Sure, why not?
Shaun? Does that sound good to you?
Forgive me, the character, what was...
If you agree to Carmen's terms for her assistance, which is she will not engage with Vera, she will only distract the La Sombra if they show up, and you guys have to give a good throw a good word to Carmine in her assistance.
Of course, that's more than fair.
So Vera's in town, huh?
In the flesh, yeah.
Follow me to my office. And she gets up from the desk chair and starts walking towards the back rooms. Or not desk chair, the sofa.
Follows her to the office.
Did she give us any other information aside from a hard drive is with the handmaiden so we can track it down?
Just that it was a hard drive. And
Like
since
plain and simple hard drive.
it's basically just an external hard drive.
Yeah, okay. So that's going to be fun to find.
Which, well, she also stated that Isabel didn't know how to use technology, so it's safe to assume anything that's technology based didn't belong to Isabel. It just goes to reason that since Isabel didn't use technology, a lot of the items that the handmaidens could have wouldn't be technological based. But she does lead you back into her office. You see that there are 6 large screen monitors on the wall, and you see her just pick up a wireless keyboard and click a couple of buttons on, like a couple of keys on it, and the monitors light up, turning on again. And you see the screens as she types rapidly on her keyboard just go through a flurry of activity. She reaches for the mouse, she's clicking, she's typing, and she pulls up a what looks to be a database. And you see her pull a photo of Vera out from a file that's like on a folder that's on the computer screen and drag it into the database, and it starts to search for her. Well, that's working. Are you tracking her now? She looks to Emeric. I know that you guys can do things that track people.
Yeah, I'm actively tracking her at the moment.
Okay.
She's been here recently. We can follow the tracks if we need to.
All right. Well, let's just let my computer do its thing, which there it goes. And you see the computer, like a loading bar has finished filling up. And you see some feed of images get like suddenly, like some live feeds suddenly show up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see Vera being caught in what looks to be some security footage. And Carmen narrows her eyes a little bit. Oh, that cunt.
Yeah.
She's in a resort. She's in a resort in Clearwater.
Well, that's convenient.
Like right now. This is live. She's in a resort in Clearwater. I know where this is.
Shall we stop by my the chantry and see if the rest of my family are willing to help with this particular issue?
Have you talked to your family lately? Because from what I've been told, they aren't helping anyone that isn't Clan Tremere.
Yeah, but I am Clan Tremere. They will help me, hopefully.
I mean, do we have any standing given who is in the coterie?
I
From
have standing.
You have standing. Does Leaf has any standing?
at this point in
No.
time, I probably have negative standing.
I know Adamar, Emeric, after the situation between the three of you so publicly at Elysium and now with me in the mix, he's not going to want to help. Adamar detests me after what I said to him.
I'm concerned about her being in Clearwater after everything that I've heard about the Tremere's hold on that place.
He will be fine in
It's-
Clearwater. You're
It's
ridiculous.
yeah, Leaf.
Accusation.
Leaf, this resort, it's owned by a Toreador.
Oh, okay. I just assumed for a moment that they already knew that she was there and welcoming it. That was my concern.
Yeah, I know the guy who owns this place. I can just give him a call and let him know that we're going to be potentially making a little bit of noise and to close the bar, like to close the bars once we're there. Fuck, for all he might not even know she's staying there. He wouldn't want this bitch staying at his hotels. We can go now, Emeric. I mean, it's one of
Let's
those.
go now. And call your friend. Maybe he can help. I don't know. Maybe he'll show up if that's his hotel.
It is his hotel. I can see if he can help, which, I mean, he's decent with a sword, but...
Carmen, do you... well, actually, fuck. Leaf, pulls a card out of her pocket and looks down at it. Before we just go rushing in, I want to know who these Lasombra are.
I mean, I don't know.
And I might be able to get an answer. But I think I would have to go do it alone.
She glances at your card. What's that?
An invitation.
She holds out her hand.
Leaf hesitates. There's an address on it. Just... She hands it over.
What the fuck does the Bruja Primogen want with you? And she hands the card back.
What?
That's the address to the Ebony Orso. Gabriel the Bruja Primogen owns it.
What? This whole time I thought... Okay.
Who gave that to you?
Well...
Did Gabriel give that to you?
No, Scott did. I completely misinterpreted what he was saying.
What did he say?
He pulled me aside privately, gave me that, and I was like, who is this from? And he said, I don't know. Someone in the family wants to talk to you.
You see
And
her eyebrows go up?
Since he said... she just continues talking. She's completely confused right now. Since he said, I don't know, someone in the family, I just assumed it was somebody from my own clan trying to reach out. Can
I have a moment alone with Leaf, please?
Sure.
I'll meet you guys outside. We'll take my cars.
I'll go
Fantastic.
find Scott.
Yeah, go find Scott. Maybe he's calmed down by now.
Leaf is completely blindsided by this. But, like, she totally thought something else was happening here.
Once everyone else has left and it's just Carmen and Leaf in the room, So how long have you been connected to the Mafia?
Oh no. Leaf doesn't even bother trying to lie. Which one?
Oh, okay. Italian?
Previous life.
Ooh, all right. Looks like some of your so it sounds like Gabriel might have recognized you at Elysium if you had if you were involved with the Italian Mafia.
Great. Oh no. Okay.
Gabriel is a reasonable man. I'm sure if he wants to speak to you about family business, he must think you're in town for something family related as well. It's fine. Just go talk to him. But no, I don't think this has to do with the Lasombra.
Okay. Well, do you have any way to get in quick contact with the Scourge? Because I totally.
I mean, I know the quickest way, which is to break the Masquerade. But I'm not.
Don't want to go that direct.
Yeah, no one does. Why don't you worry about the Scourge later? Let's just go deal with Vera and whoever the fuck these Lasombra are.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I just.
Ooh, I'm gonna have some fun tonight. All right, hang on a second. And you see her reach into a drawer, and she pulls out what looks to be a leg holster, but it's full of knives. And she just proceeds to just wrap it around her thigh. And you see her take off her kick off her heels, to the others, kick them to the other side of the room, and grab a pair of flats, sneakers, from the drawer as well, and slip them on real quick. All right, let's go. Let's go have some fun.
You know what? Fuck it, Carmen. Let's go have some fun. You deserve it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
So
and Leaf just throws open the door, and they just walk out like a couple of bad bitches. That entire fumble didn't just happen in Leaf. Jesus Christ.
So Carmen will will let the staff know that she's heading on out. You see her making a couple of phone calls as she's walking with you guys out to the outside of the club and towards the cars. Parker, you effectively collect Scott. As on your way out, he has calmed down significantly since you saw him. Whatever he was going through, he seemed to have got it out of his system. And you guys head to the parking lot, and right there is where we're going to end our session tonight. And we're going to pick up right where we left off here to confront Vera. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of SPbN By Night Mementos. Make sure to go to our Twitch channel and check out our live streams of various days of the week. On Sundays, we have our Camarilla game Bloody Strings, ST'd by Devlin. On Tuesdays, we have Rage Across Tampa, our Werewolf the Apocalypse stream, ST'd by our head storyteller, Kent. On Thursdays, we have Don't Get Caught, which is ST'd by yours truly. On Fridays, we have What the Hell Is That, our Hunter the Reckoning stream, ST'd by Coldark, our wonderful Aussie storyteller. And then on Saturdays, we have our After Dark special, where we will definitely be having an amazing guest. I don't know who it is, but there's sure to be an awesome interview. And don't forget to come back next week to check out another episode of Mementos. We'll see you then. Bye. This has been a St. Petersburg by Night production. Mementos is produced in agreement with the World of Darkness and Dark Pack. The storyteller for Mementos is Nikki. Tonight's characters were voiced by Lisha, Wex, Lilith, Panshi, and Rowe. Visit our website at stpbynight.com for more information about all of our productions and how you can become a part of our community. Thanks for listening. Until next time, fangs, stakes, and claws out.